How do people? Back again in the garage on the Suzuki. This is actually the next day from the previous video. Yeah, I'm just going to do a little bit on the seat unit, and just thought I'd try and record a little bit. Probably won't say too much because I just kind of want to get on really. Well, there we go, look. That side is kind of done fiberglass wise. All that's been sort of done and sorted. Got a little bracket there that replaces the old mounting. The old mounting bracket is kind of all plastic on the original piece, so we've made a new one there, so that will do for now. And I've literally got to fill this side in the same. So when we look down the top there, we've got quite a big chunk missing down there, look. So I have now got to cut this piece. It's that big I can hardly get it in the picture, but originally on the SRAD that's how it would have sat, somewhere like that. But you can see how much has been chopped out of it to kind of get this more slimline seat unit. So yeah, so I've got to get this into there. So yeah, the first job actually is to, let's get this piece here. There we go. So I've got my template there from the other side. So that would have sat there like that, and then we flip it over and that will sit somewhere like that, and that will at least give me the top sort of section and the sort of rough shape around the top edge. So that's the first job. I'm gonna do that on here, which is just, this is just fiberglass sheet that I make. So get a bit of glass, a couple of layers of fiberglass, and then you just get a nice thin sheet of fiberglass, and you can cut it out with I just use metal snips. You can cut it out and shape it and just kind of glue it together to get the basics of what you're trying to achieve. So yeah, so that will go on there like that, and we'll draw around that and we'll cut it out and we'll be able to make a start. Yeah, then we've got that piece there, that's all cut out. Obviously it's not 100,000,000% perfect, but I'm not going to whittle about that because it's all under the seat. But anyway, look, so we've got that there, and that, I've obviously marked it, that is going to sit somewhere like that. Okay, so I am literally going to glue that in place for now. Well, not for now, that's literally, that is how I do it. Just a couple of dobs of glue on it, and yeah, and then we sort of just go from there really. Right, okay, I'm back. I have been racking my brains trying to work out where I cut the other side. I thought I'd marked it all out and whatnot. I kind of had, but it was a few weeks ago and a lot's happened since then and I just couldn't remember. So I've been racking my brains and I think this is it. So that there is the panel that I've got left and I think I need to cut it through there and through there. So I'm gonna rough that out and hope that some of this kind of fits where I want it to. Right, okay, I'm back. This is the next day because actually this has been a complete and utter nightmare. I've kind of, I've been really struggling and I've kind of yet again just carried on without recording because it's just going to take me forever. But what I'm quickly going to do and show you is I'm kind of piecing it back together, and what I do is use a little bit of fiberglass cloth and a bit of super glue and really quickly just mat it over and glue it, and that holds it you know, strong enough for me to then remove it and kind of fettle things. So I will just really quickly do this. I've got to put my mask on because I'm allergic to the activator spray. So I'm not going to chat. I'll just I'll just get on and do it. Okie dokie, we're back, look. So this has been an absolute nightmare. Somehow, when I cut this side, I cut a piece out of it somewhere and didn't realise, and it put it all off. It was completely to cock and everything. So I've kind of had to do this side completely from scratch to match the other side. So visually, it looks pretty much spot on. When you take measurements, it's a couple of mil out, but I'm not worried about that. At the end of the day, you can only see one side at a time anyway, and it's hand built, so that's my excuse. But anyway, so we've got that side kind of done. Obviously looks a right mess at the minute, but that's no problem. Not worried about that at all. All this is just holding it together. The whole seat will get skinned, sorry, in fiberglass cloth, just to join all the joins properly with that. But the next thing I'm going to do now is, if we go around this way, I'm just going to try and tilt this edge of the seat back a little bit. So rather than it running, it actually runs. So if you think of it as being vertical like that, it actually runs a little bit past being vertical. So what I'm going to try and do is tilt this edge back, probably to around here somewhere. so that we've maybe got more of a line going up like that. You'll see in a minute. It might work, it might not. The beauty with fiberglass, if it doesn't work, we can put it back, glue it up, and then it's fine again. So I'm gonna move this, tilt this back, and in turn I'm also going to try and lower this top half a bit, just to take just a tiny bit more out of the height. So we'll give it a go, we'll see. Probably time lapse this bit because it's going to take a while. Okay, that's worked pretty well, to be honest. Now that we've got these relief cuts through here, this will now drop in and just lower the seat height just that little bit more that I wanted. So that's about 1 inch there, which I think will be pretty good. There we go. I've jumped forward a little bit yet again. But there we go. So we've got this flat piece in, look. Okay, whether you can sort of see, you can kind of see it. Kind of see we've got a little bit of a flat piece running through there, and then it just starts to curve slightly just towards the end. But all this can be finished up, you know, when we prep it properly. This is just the basic bones that we need. So so that piece is in. There you go, you can kind of see it there. So now I'm going to cut this piece up, and that hopefully is where we're going to be able to sit this back to. Go, see what we've got there. So we've got a nice gap there to fill. So now we need to step this back to there. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this. I didn't really want to cut it kind of solidly through there. It might not make too much difference. I suppose I could make a complete new piece, maybe, I'm not sure. But it obviously needs like a relief cut here. So like a V cutting out of it here to step it back. Yeah, I'll see. I'll have a think about that and we'll be back in a bit. Okay, so I decided to cut it all out, look. So we've got another massive hole there, but don't worry, we'll fill it up. Right, this is the piece that came off of it. And all I'm going to do, if we look there, it's obviously sitting higher still because we've kind of moved the sides in and dropped the height down. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to whiz across there. That's about, I don't know, 7-8 mil. We'll whip across there. Hopefully that will drop it down enough to sit around about there like that. and then that's it really. It doesn't matter whether it's got gaps or holes or it doesn't fit quite right, because all it is just the, you know, the bones of the structure. That's all we need. There we go, look. Pretty pleased with that. That is kind of just what I was looking for. So if we can get to there, look. There we go. That's kind of, it's just tipping past being kind of vertical. I think that's the one, vertical. I think horizontal is that way. Oh dear. But yeah, there we go, look. We've got some gaps there. Actually, I did see them and I thought, oh, maybe I could make them bigger and make a feature of them. But we'll see. But yeah, so that looks pretty good like that. And then we've got the sort of flat piece along the top there. And we've got it underneath. And on top. Excuse me. There we go, look. So I'm pretty pleased with the seat unit. I'm going to try and get some pictures, sort of some side-on pictures. And yeah, that'll do. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That looks pretty good. Just lowering that tiny little bit. It's only about 20 mil, so it hasn't made much difference, but in the same way it's made a lot of difference, if you know what I mean. And sloping that back, yeah, that's definitely the look I needed. It just brings it, it just updates it a little bit more, if you know what I mean. But you can look at that and there's no way on earth that you wouldn't think, oh, that looks a little bit like an SRAD seat. That definitely has got the SRAD look, albeit a lot smaller and shrinkier. But that's definitely what I'm going for. So yeah, awesome. Right, that's it. I'm definitely going to leave this one here now. It's been quite a long video. I'm going to now have to try and edit it down into sort of like 20 minutes or so, because I'm pretty sure after about 3 minutes people are ready to switch off, but but I'll see what I can do. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there, and then hopefully when we come back we'll kind of try and fill it all in and make it one piece again. So cheers chaps, and I'll see you again.